Hey there, how you doing? I just called you and I said, hey, I'll send you a little video and see if this resonates for you or not. If it does, fantastic. I'd love to have you as a customer or as somebody on our team. And what I'm talking about is hemp, right? Forbes said the industry is going to grow 700% in the United States in just the next couple of years. Everybody's talking about it. But who are they going to buy from? And that's the question. And obviously there's a lot of money to be made. I'm not going to do any kind of financial claims or guarantees. I just can't. But, that is a really interesting question. You're in a limited time. So what if you said yes to an opportunity? And what if I'm just calling you out of the blue and this turns out to be fantastic? That's what I'm hoping for. So the problem with hemp is there's a lot of junk out there. Amazon, Groupon, gas stations, you can find cheap hemp. It's not regulated. So a lot of the hemp that's being sold doesn't really have the right hemp in it or cannabinoids in it. And there's no third-party reports. There's, all that kind of stuff. There could be heavy metals and pesticides and things like that. And so it's really important to me in our conversation that you know that we have done our due diligence. I'll say in a minute who we are, but before I do that, I wanted to tell you about this company. It is 3 years old. There's no debt. It's a $100 million company. And I actually just went to a $1 billion manufacturing, million square foot plant that they have. So I know that it can get bigger because that's a big concern anyone has if they're making a decision to work with a company, right? And Paul Rogers is the CEO. He has 20 years experience. He ran a $600 million a year international wellness company. The guy's fantastic. His medical team is amazing. And that's really important to me too, is that I get to hang out with them and just really find out what's important to them. And we have brain scans of our hemp versus other hemp. So it's very different from other things that you'll find on the market. We're in the United States, we're in Mexico, we're in Japan, soon we'll be in Europe, specifically Germany first, then Canada, Africa, Thailand. So if you love to travel, fantastic opportunity. If you don't love to travel, that's okay. But your mind may be thinking like, wow, who do I know in Mexico or Japan or Europe? And that's a great conversation for us to have for sure. But okay, so who am I? Sorry about that. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Wendy Robbins. I'm the one that probably left the message, or my business partner, Karen Paul. We were both named top 25 in the cannabis industry in many publications. We've been seen on ABC, CNBC, CNN, NPR, Fortune, Forbes, Entrepreneur Inc., Wall Street Journal, Rolling Stone, High Times, etc. You get the point. I direct and produce The Marijuana Show, which is on Amazon Prime, seen by 10 million people. It's kind of like Shark Tank for the cannabis industry. And I was also Kelly Ripa's business coach, author, bestseller of a book called Why Marry a Millionaire? Just Be One. And while you're at it, change the world. And I co-invented a product called the Tingler Head Massager. Well, why am I going on and on about me? Because this is really a conversation about you. It's because I'm really selective who I choose to work with. And again, this may interest you, may not. You may just say, hey, I want to be a customer. I know somebody that would be great for you, and I'm really open to that too. So the reason is I take a lot of time to train the team. So you may have worked with people in other companies like this, other relationship companies, multi-level marketing, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, and you didn't get the support you needed. And see, to me, it's really important that you're supported. So we're supported by a 6-figure and an 8-figure earner who's available to you as well. And then, of course, you know what our background is, which is why it's really important that we can distinguish one company from another, right? Because what we do is we actually listen to pitches all day long about why a company is so great, and we chose this company to work with, okay? So why does everyone need hemp? And you may know a lot about hemp. If you do, I'll make this really short. We basically have an endocannabinoid system interconnecting our body's organs, our glands, our tissues. It's really the master switch for your body that regulates nearly all of our physiological, our cognitive processes, including the immune, the nervous system, detox pathways. We can literally see within 10 to 30 minutes a difference in people's brains through brain scans with this product because it balances the system, right? So we all have stress. We're all eating bad food, bad water. We're wondering, God, why do I feel so out of balance? Well, that's why hemp is so important, okay? And that's why every single body needs it. That's my thought on it, at least. And so what's great about this company is we have solutions to most challenges that most people have. Like 40 million people can't sleep in America. Most of us are stressed, like we just talked about. A lot of us want to look younger. Our muscles, our joints ache a lot. We need superfoods. And most of us don't like our job, or maybe not making enough money, and we want more time. We want to do what we want, with who we want, whenever we want, because that's what we deserve. Or we're just open, like I said, to make more money, or we want to travel. So that's great too, because in a couple minutes I'll really talk about that. So first let's talk, because you may, again, just want to be a customer, and that's cool. We have focus for the day, just helps you focus, and calm for night. And that helps you sleep. It's organically sourced, American-grown hemp. We do all the certifications so that you can know there's no THC, no ethanol, no dairy, no gluten, soy-free, no GMO. Those things are important to me, probably important to you too. And we make the molecule so small that it actually goes into your body within 35 milliseconds, which means it goes into your cells. Remember, we talked about the balance. So if you're really desiring balance and that relaxation, that feeling of like, wow, I feel really good. I can take on the world. I'm good, and I'm relaxed and calm. That's fantastic. So we just are able to go into the cells, and that makes us very unique as well. You also use less product because the product isn't cheap. It shouldn't be, right? It's really good for you, and so it lasts longer too. So it's got all those. Now, if you were to compare to other products, and by the way, we've just called the exact same formulation Focus, not Recept, but in this chart, it tells you what some of the main companies are, main CBDs that you'd find out there. And you can see, again, the liposomal meaning and the nanoparticle meaning how it delivers itself into your body and how big or small so that it gets right into the cells. It's got CBD and CBG. Now, CBG is really interesting. You're going to hear more about it. And what it is, CBG is really good for the brain. It regenerates the brain. So it's phenomenal for that. It's also got all these terpenes that you can see. I won't go into them in detail, but that just creates an entourage effect. It gives you more. If it really is supposed to give you focus, it really does. If you're supposed to relax, you really relax. So also the skincare industry is booming. It's growing to $137 billion by 2021. And these products help with anti-aging or acne, and those things are going to lead the boom. High-end, high-cost, high-quality skincare. And it's the fastest growth segment, actually, in the industry. So that's really important. Really good if you do parties, gatherings, if you do that kind of sales, it's great for that. In the background, you're probably hearing my dog. She's super happy. She just wanted you to know this is the best stuff in the world. And anyway, you can experience kinds of results in a day, 2 days, a month, maybe even 3 months, but you can see the results are really dramatic. And we've got 19 patents, fast results, money back guarantee. It's really incredible because of the nitric oxide, which just creates more blood to the face. And so, you've probably heard about all sorts of things, needling and Botox and fillers and things. This just literally, without any kind of pain, gets right in there. And 19 patents means that it's got a money-back guarantee too, and it just means that nobody else can sell the products. Got muscle, joint aches? Don't we all? 1,000 milligrams hemp salve. So it is incredible. Actually, my chiropractor ended up buying a large pack for all of his customers and just said, wow, they love it. So he's buying more and more. So that ends my presentation in terms of products. So if you're thinking like, wow, I really am in a lot of pain, great, then you saw that we have something for that. Or, yeah, I love the idea of looking younger, or I really do have a hard time sleeping. Then let's talk about that. And that's just as simple as us getting on a call to talk about it. And then the other question I have for you is, are you open to make more money? So if you are, then you can enroll for $39. You get your own website, which is great, and you invest in products, anywhere from $300 to $1,500. Depends on what works for you, but obviously you need some inventory. We have 8 ways to make money: customers, wholesale to retail, and you basically get 50% commission in the first 28 days from the packages that people buy. So we'll talk about that in a minute. We've got these matching and residual rewards. What's great is as you build a team, because you've got to do that for any company, right? So as you're building this team, you're just building 2 teams. So we're building 4 people on your team. We help you, by the way, to make it easier. So now you're going to get matching bonuses and residual rewards, meaning just ongoing passive income, which is great, right? Most teams will invest in a higher package. They just will if they're serious. They want to demo or do gatherings, parties, or they want to attract that team of 4 fast to get that 50% commission. Also, with that, we give you just extra training because we know you're serious, right? We know that you're doing that. We know that you're getting ready for a gathering or something like that. And so that's a $1,500 package, and we'll go into how much money you can make from that. As you can see below, you, again, with 4 people on your team, you'd have $757 per package. So that's 50% within your first 28 days, and that's our goal, is to make sure that you're able to do that. So you guys know what it is. It's 4 trains 4, and that's 16, and 16 train 4, and that's 64, and 64 train 4, and that's 245, etc. Now, you may not have had a good upline or good products or a money-back guarantee or something that didn't work for you, or maybe you're just open to it again and you haven't been before, and that's great, because the way that we'd want to work with you is just really train you to get those 4 fast and help those 4 get their 4 fast. So you get a percentage of all the sales, all the customers, and you just follow a system. And we teach everyone how to do the same. I mean, it's really exciting. Now, in this company, you're allowed to make $75,000 a week. You may make nothing. So the question is, what would you do with even a tenth of that? We do the training. The company also provides weekly training, presentations. We've got an app, live training, etc. So we've got a lot going on. And so the question is, how do you see yourself getting started? 1, I want to be a customer. Great, let's talk. 2 is you can refer people and get free products, or you could join full-time or part-time. Or number 4, you could say, hey, I need more information, then I'm good to go. So that's great. And so what to do now is you just talk with the person who shared this with you, which in this case would be me or Karen. You set up a 15-minute call. That's really super simple. You get onto our calendar. You'll ask us some questions. We ask you some questions. We see if we like each other. If we do, you choose a package, and we get you started to make money day 1. Okay? Sound good? We look forward to talking. Set up that appointment. That'll be your next thing to do, and then we'll talk. Thanks. Bye.